Have you ever felt like your heart's racing but you're just sitting still? Like there's this invisible pressure pushing down on you, even when nothing seems wrong? You're not alone. In fact, over 1 in 3 young adults report experiencing symptoms of anxiety every single year. Welcome to MindShift Media. I'm your host, Teodor, and today we're diving into something that so many young adults struggle with: anxiety. Whether you're in college trying to balance classes and a part-time job, working your first full-time gig, or figuring out who you are in a world that keeps changing, anxiety can creep in and feel like it's taking over. But here's the truth: you can learn to manage it. You can take back control. And today, we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. Let's start by painting a picture. You're lying in bed. It's midnight. You're exhausted, but your mind, wide awake. You're replaying that awkward thing you said earlier, over and over. You're thinking about tomorrow's deadlines, bills you haven't paid, your friend who hasn't texted back. Suddenly, your chest tightens. You can't breathe deeply, and you ask yourself, what is wrong with me? That's anxiety. It doesn't always look like panic attacks. Sometimes it's the constant overthinking, the never-ending what-ifs, the dread that hits before your morning alarm even rings. And the hard part? A lot of young adults don't talk about it. We're expected to be figuring it out, living our best lives, crushing goals and collecting experiences. But inside, many of us are just trying to keep it together. Here's something to consider. Why are so many young adults feeling this way? According to the American Psychological Association, Gen Z is the most stressed out generation when it comes to mental health. And it's no wonder. We're living through a time of constant comparison, digital perfection, rising costs, student debt, global uncertainty, climate anxiety, and societal pressure to have it all figured out by 25. That's a lot. It's like we've been handed a puzzle with a million pieces and told, just figure it out. And while some pressure can push us to grow, chronic stress without relief leads to burnout, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Let me share something personal. When I was 23, I was juggling grad school, working evenings, and trying to maintain a relationship that was falling apart. I started waking up in cold sweats. My heart would race during lectures. I couldn't focus. I felt like I was drowning, but I kept it all inside because I thought I was just being weak. It wasn't until I sat in a campus counselor's office, tears running down my face, that I realized I wasn't broken. I was overwhelmed. And that moment, that surrender to honesty, was the beginning of healing. Let's talk science, because understanding what's happening in your brain can be empowering. Anxiety is your brain's fight or flight system in overdrive. The amygdala, a part of your brain responsible for detecting threats, becomes hyperactive. It starts reacting not just to real danger, but to imagined fears, future worries, and past regrets. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, is hijacked. This is why even when you know things are fine, your body still feels unsafe. But here's the good news. Your brain is neuroplastic. It can be rewired. That's where strategies like mindfulness, CBT, and healthy habits come in. 1. Name it to tame it. Label what you're feeling. Say, this is anxiety. It's not who I am. It's something I'm experiencing. This creates distance between you and the emotion. 2. Practice daily grounding. Try the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can touch. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste. It pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. 3. Challenge the thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? What's the evidence? What would I say to a friend thinking this? Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques like this are proven to reduce anxiety. 4. Create a calm kit. A playlist, a journal, lavender oil, a photo of someone who makes you feel safe. These anchors can help during anxious spirals. 5. Limit the scroll. Social media can be a highlight reel and a comparison trap. Set app time limits or take digital detox days. 6. Move your body. You don't need a gym membership. Dance in your room. Walk in the park. Movement regulates stress hormones like cortisol and boosts feel-good endorphins. 7. Don't go it alone. Therapists, counselors, support groups, trusted friends. They're not just for serious problems. Seeking help is strong, not weak. To anyone listening who feels like they're quietly breaking inside, you are not alone. You are not failing. You are not too much or not enough. You are simply a human, trying to grow in a chaotic world. Anxiety is part of the journey for many of us, but it doesn't get to write your whole story. You have tools, you have power, and most of all, you have a future worth building. Let's recap. Anxiety is common among young adults, and it has both emotional and physical roots. The pressure of modern life, social expectations, and digital overload are major contributors. Understanding your brain helps you reclaim control. You can manage anxiety through grounding, mindset shifts, support, and self-compassion. And hey, if today's episode resonated with you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need to hear this too. Drop a comment below. What's one thing that helps you deal with anxiety? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode from MindShift Media. This is Teodor reminding you, you're not broken, you're becoming. Until next time, be kind to your mind.